The Street Superhero. There was once a boy named Camilo. He was a playful, curious, brave, and very creative child. He was one of the most beloved children in his community, Tomorrowland. Camilo was an adorable kid. He loved adventure, so in his free time he liked going out to the streets in search of a new one. He was always creating new imaginary stories, such as fighting against crime using a trash bag as a lawyer, or imagining he was a superhero and he saved people from drowning in puddles lying to one side of the street. He always had a different idea for each of his expeditions. But there was a huge problem which limited his superpowers, and that didn't allow him to explore the other side of the street. And it was the order given by his mother to not to cross the street, because it was dangerous. By the end of each heroic day, Camilo sat at the door of his house and looked across the avenue, promising himself that soon would be responsible for protecting both sides of the street and keeping Tomorrowland's people safe. He had already asked on several occasions to his mother to help him to cross the street, and thus to save the day, but she always answered with an indifferent "not now." But his persistent heart didn't allow him to receive a "no" as an answer. He knew that a person like his mom couldn't refuse once again to help him crossing the street. After all, saving lives was a good thing, wasn't it? He was completely filled with courage again and asked his mother, "Would you help me crossing the street?" His mother nodded, but said disinterestedly, "Not now." Camilo was destroyed. His work as a superhero couldn't be carried out for reasons beyond him. Sadly, a tear rolled down his cheek, expressing the feeling of helplessness, unable to fend for himself for such basic work. After a while, his mother heard him crying intensely. So quickly, she went to him with the intention to calm him down and to find out what was the reason why he was crying. To hear those noble intentions, Camilo's mother decided to help him saving the world. Well, at least his world. Her intention was to teach Camilo how to cross the street. "Come on, baby," she said decidedly. "Where are we going?" Camilo asked intrigued. "We're saving the world," she said, winking her right eye. Camilo was in shock. He couldn't believe how close he was of being able to take up plenty new adventures, and giving people on the other side of the streets the quietness and safety they needed. The kid and his mother were now on the edge of the street, in order to cross it in the right way, and learn in what time to cross it and when not to do so. "First, you look at both sides," she said. "Then you confirm that any car or motorcycle come in either sides," replied. "Good, understood," said Camilo, excited. "Well, now that the street is alone, we cross," she mentioned. "Faster, faster," said Camilo, watching closer than ever what he had wanted so long, his new battlefield, the place where new adventures were about to happen. Time passed, and Camilo quickly learned going and coming back and down the street. It was no longer an obstacle for him and his superpowers as long as he couldn't simply choose which part of the world to save or which people to protect, as well as which venture to create.